A shooting spree has hit Chicago once again. It's a scene that's become more common in the past year as Chicago has become the deadliest city in America. I'm Hadley Malcolm, and this is USA Now for September 20th, 2013. Days before 13 people were shot in a Chicago park last night, the FBI released its list of cities with the most homicides in 2012. Chicago was at the top. There were 500 murders there last year. Last night's incident may not add to that number. No deaths have been reported, but 3 of the 13 people shot at a neighborhood basketball court are in critical condition. That includes a 3-year-old, a boy named Deontay. He was shot through the cheek. The shooting may be gang-related, and it comes 3 weeks after a Labor Day weekend shooting in Chicago that left 8 people dead and 20 injured. Chicago surpassed even New York City as the deadliest city on the FBI's list. I was just speaking to one of our news editors about what a big deal this is, especially given the size of Chicago. New York City has a population of more than 8 million, while Chicago has less than 3 million people. But New York's homicides actually fell between 2011 and 2012, from 515 to 419. Now, consider the comparison to a couple decades ago. From the 1970s through the mid-1990s, New York had between 1,000 to more than 2,000 murders a year. Chicago also had more than it does now, but still fewer than New York. It never topped 1,000 murders in 1 year. Chicago may top the list now, but the murder rate is actually lower in Chicago than other places like Flint, Michigan, or Detroit. Fewer murders occur in those cities, but because of population size, you're more likely to become a homicide victim. We're continuing to follow the Chicago Park shooting. No arrests have been reported yet, but keep checking usatoday.com for updates.